guys, and I'm back. Welcome to Hashishpa Economics. I'm also advertising or promoting, whatever you want to say, my other channel, which is the Laws of Enchantress. I have a Facebook Laws of Enchantress, and I also have a Laws of Enchantress YouTube channel. So be sure to hit that up. Be sure to like and subscribe right now. Like and subscribe. So I just wanted to come on really quick because I actually have a coaching call in a few minutes. I have a client that I'm going to actually do one-on-one coaching with. But I have not, I have not sunk my teeth into this Wendy Williams. What is happening with Wendy Williams? And the reason why I try not to talk too much celebrity gossip, because I really wanted to have, a connection to my channel. Like I said, I just want to talk about things to talk about them. I want it to be beneficial to you. So how could Wendy Williams' situation be beneficial to you if you're listening to this? Well, we talk about traditional dating and having traditional marriage and how that's actually healthier for you. Well, if you read the Daily Mail, okay, if you pay attention, it says Wendy Williams' husband was reportedly saying that exclusively, it says Daily Mail TV, exclusively revealed that Hunter told his mistress, I guess Hunter has to be Wendy Williams' husband, that he can't leave his wife of 22 years because she pays, hey Michaela, she pays all the bills. So this is what I mean, ladies. This is why we have the Laws of Enchantress program. This is just one point of it. When you date traditionally, it doesn't make everything perfect. Like I said, there's nothing that's foolproof, but you have the seatbelt. I call it the dating seatbelt. And when you pursue men in a masculine way, providing, protecting for them, which somehow, some way is almost more acceptable in the community than the man doing it for you. Hey, Christine, that's why it's so, in my opinion, this is just crazy that her husband is saying to his mistress as she's giving birth to the child. I'm literally reading at the newspaper. It says Williams' husband, Kevin Hunter, 44, is allegedly paying cash for a hospital stay and checked in using an alias because I guess the girl is, pregnant. So this is what I want to say, ladies. There's no perfect formula. There's no magic milk, but traditional dating, which I'm an advocate of, traditionalism and gender roles, which I will always support, is a big factor of the Law of Enchantress. And before you can do that, we really teach you to get in tune with your feminine side, your soft side, positivity, love, and compassion, truly showing gratitude for everything in your life so you can raise that vibration. I sincerely believe in the Law of Attraction. I am a certified Law of Attraction practitioner. I have my free host page, and I do one-on-one Enchantress coaching. And this is why it's so important, not just to talk about marriage for the sake of marriage. Wendy Williams has been married for over 22 years. She should be giving us advice and coaching us. But many black women and women in general are falling for this modern scam that you don't need gender roles, men don't have to lead, men don't have to provide. And I'm not saying as a woman you can't have your own career, you can't have your own nurturing, but there's a balance to everything in life. And this was not balanced, because if it was, who knows? She probably wouldn't have gotten married to him, because this man plainly said, I'm reading the article, he said, I could not leave my wife of 22 years because she pays all the bills. And that is masculine. Now, most women would not want to leave a man who's paying all the bills. Remember what we talked about earlier? Men are not receptive to this masculine pursuit. Good men are not receptive. Men that want to be an alpha male, a leader, provider, that's not attractive to them. But so many women like Wendy Williams have been modern and brainwashed to believe this is how you win men over. So when men are asking what you bring to the table, what can you provide? Do you got a job? Do you got a this? That's a beta male. Because real men, strong men, men who are going to be leaders, good husbands, providers, masculine men, which exist all over, do not want to be taken care of because that's not attractive to them. Because when that happens, look at this. Just think about it the other way. Think about if this was a female. How many females would walk away from their husband who's paying all the bills? Just think about it. That's a woman's dream, to be able to be a domestic goddess and spread her feminine energy and her ambiance and focus on raising the family. And the most detrimental thing is that she can't handle this. She's back in rehab. She checked herself in. There was I'm reading right here, there was a 2 times hiatus It's really sad because I know she struggles so much to get to this point, and alcohol and drug use is no joke. So I wish her well. I hope she takes this time to love herself, adore herself, go to Sephora, go to Bahamas, go to the luxury hotels, check herself into the W, do whatever she needs to show herself self-love, and really get back in tune with feminine energy, so you're not giving and providing and dating like this. This is the chasm, guys. This is a problem, because we have so many women who are being told by modern society to brag about, I can make my own money, I don't need your money, I don't need this. And when you attract these type of beta males, you're wondering why. So this whole situation, has she have dated like an enchantress? Has she had dated like someone who loves herself, who honors herself? Had she had dated like someone who's in tune with her feminine energy, perhaps this entire marriage just would not have happened. Because you're seeing that the guy is only sticking around because you're paying bills. Okay, hey, thank you, Tamu, but he's not really sticking around. He's having a whole relationship. From what I'm reading here, looks like he just had a baby. And why do you think he's doing that? Why would he risk the financial security of Wendy Williams? Because he needs to feel like a man. Even some men don't know their own manhood. The reason why he's stepping out, I don't know the intricacies, but he wants to feel like a man. He wants to feel like a leader. He wants the scales in his favor. So men don't understand that a woman is your motivation. But when a woman takes that masculine energy and she becomes that hyper alpha figure, you really can't feel like a man. And I'm not making excuses for his cheating. I'm not doing that. He could be a jerk. He could be mean. But this is a scenario we see. We saw it also with Mary J. Blige. We also saw it with Jill Scott. These things constantly keep happening, and we just keep ignoring it. So it's biological. Like I said, if you get a man who is financially secure, and he doesn't have to worry about finances at all, he is not going to make his priority meeting a female with the same level of finances as him. Normally, males who need you, it's not an option for them. The beta males who actually need you, they need you. They need you to help build them up. They need you to, and I'm not talking about student loan or debt or a man who has a plan. I'm talking about the men who cannot physically, emotionally do anything without you. And these are the men who are disguising it as, oh, it's 50-50, and disguising it as, oh yeah, I need you to bring to the table. These men don't have anything. They don't have the house. They say, what you bring to the table? Ask that guy, do you have anything for me to put that table into? Most of the time, these guys are compensating their lack of success and leaning on you. And that goes for all generations, all ages, all races. Because we saw the same thing with Mary J. Blige. We saw the same thing with Jill Scott's messy, expensive divorce. And now we're seeing this man obviously really don't want to be with her, because that type of situation does not make a man feel like a man. What's the most masculine thing a man can do? The most masculine thing he can do is get a woman pregnant. Put a bun in the oven. Right now, he is reasserting his newborn alpha male. He wants to feel like a man. Nothing is more masculine than getting people pregnant. You might not want to take care of it, but he wants to be a father. He's with the mistress. He wants to feel like a man. And unfortunately, so many women have been conditioned that pursuing and carrying and having relationships like men is productive. And it's absolutely not. And that's why, not to sound mean, when I was actually doing a lot of researching, coaching, matchmaking. Hey, Sandy, I'm going to be gone soon because I have a coaching session at 9. I'm watching the time. But that's why when I was doing a lot of researching and working with matchmakers, paying for courses with relationship experts, I didn't really get, no offense, a lot of sisters, because a lot of sisters live like this. I talked about the CNN story, and CNN said marrying a black woman is almost equivalent to going to college, because we are the #1 financial contributing wives in America. Is that a bad thing or a good thing? That's up to you. I'm not here to debate and really put down other people's living situations. But what I want to say is, Is it profitable? Like, the marriages are still divorcing. So why are these marriages where the women are making so much more money? How come every Pew Research, every labor report, how come every single statistic available in the USA shows that these types of marriages are the most vulnerable to divorce, the most vulnerable to domestic violence, the most vulnerable to not last more than 3 years? Because you're going against the natural biology. You're going against what makes the man feel good and what makes the woman feel good. So I wish the best for Wendy Williams. I'm not one to revel and be enjoying in her pain. I know some people not crazy about Wendy Williams, don't like Wendy Williams, and they're talking about her cheating and everywhere, but I don't want to do that. I know how it feels to have my heart broken. I know how it feels to be publicly humiliated and shamed because the whole world is seeing this. So I sincerely wish her the best. My advice to her is to reconnect to her feminine energy and never ever get out of balance. Reconnect, and right now I want her to get high on self-love. Leave the alcohol alone, leave the drugs. Go to Sephora, go to Chanel, get your massages. Now is the time to take that black Amex credit card and go crazy at Saks, go crazy at Bloomingdale's. Now's the time to go on a broken heart vacation and book your trip in Mexico and Italy and Spain, and just go on your Emirates, Dubai, do whatever you can. Now's the time for her to go to break up rehab and really get back in touch with herself, because her walking around looking disheveled, trying again to get sympathy, that men don't really react to that. And I keep telling women, we keep trying to pursue men with masculine energy. And it's not that we're dumb or we just want to get hurt. We live in an extreme liberal modern world that wants to apply social construct to romantic endeavors. And it doesn't really work. Biology is biology. And you have all this, all this controversy, what's gender, what's girl, what's female. Hey, like I said, the people who get me, because this is unnecessary. And you might say, but Connie, this is Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams is very prevalent in the community. There's so many women. Hey, Yolanda, there's so many women who are, doing this. I know a lot of professional women who are nurses, doctors, lawyers, engineers, and they have this balance. And you would think these men would love it. And 9 out of 10 times, these men are venturing out, because as much as so many men say, well, 50-50, y'all wanted equality, y'all wanted equality. Most men, after a while, their biology will turn against them. They need to feel masculine. They need to feel in charge. They need to feel dominant. That's what men love to do. And women like it too. That's why when you have those little kinky plays, women like some to feel overpowered. Or sometimes in the bedroom, women like things rough, because that puts that raw, masculine, feminine biology right out there. That's why when they had that show, Game of Thrones, everybody fell in love with Khal Drogo, who was Jason Momoa, who never even spoke a word of English, but he was this big, hulky, giant, masculine guy who was just raw alpha male energy. Women respond to that. I'm not saying you got to go and be a caveman, but come on, ladies, come on. This is why I have the Laws of Enchantress. But it takes a healed woman, a self-love woman, a woman who's going to invest in compassion, a woman who's going to trade her aggression card for compassion, a woman who's going to trade her anger card for, for love and compassion. Because it takes a certain type of energy for you to give. And it's not easy to commit to self-love. Changing is hard. Making changes is hard. Changing your life in a world with little support is hard. That's why I'm so happy to have the support group when you invest in the program. And we have several different groups focused on meditation, manifestation, visualization. And again, I'm a certified advanced law of attraction practitioner with the same people who did The Secret with Dr. Joe Vitale. And I'm really, really proud to offer this, because what happened to Wendy Williams, that's what I talk about. Gender roles save your life. Traditionalism is healthy, especially for women of color. And I really want to see her bounce back from this. I wasn't a fan of her show, but I'm a fan of women, especially my sisters. And it's painful to see someone who overcomes so many challenges crashing and burning so fast, walking around looking disheveled. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, because we all know how it is to get our heart broken. And this is why so many people ask me, oh, but you're not married. A lot of married, especially women of color, they're not the best to get advice from because they have bad experiences, low expectations. Hey, Miss Bunny, they have bad scenarios. They compromise, you know. So it's really, hey, Deb. So it's really sad to see this happen to her. But like I said, she can make the turnaround. I want her to love herself. I want her to honor herself. I want her to indulge in self-care. Now's the time to go shopping at Tiffany, Cartier, Yves Saint Laurent, Louis Vuitton. Now's the time for her to shop her heart out and go out there and enjoy herself, because she needs that retail therapy. What she doesn't need to do is drag herself around and be depressed and not having that emotional support, because we know how nasty some people can be, and people like to see pain and hurt because that sells. But I'm rooting for her woman to woman. I'm rooting for her sister to sister, and I really hope she takes the time she needs to get out of the spotlight. But I wanted to talk about this because this could have been prevented had she followed gender roles. She should not have been paying all the bills. You should not have a man saying he can't leave because she paid all the bills. The fact is, he still wants to leave because he doesn't feel masculine. He doesn't feel alpha. Like I said, one of the most masculine things is putting a bun in your oven. And that's what he went out and do. He's sowing his wild oats. Very masculine for him to do. And, you know, this guy's 44 years old. Like, he should be enjoying his grandchildren, not trying to reassert himself as a male. But the situation he was in, where he is being fed and spoon-fed, it doesn't really go for him. So it's really sad, you know, to see this happen to her. But you know, she's 54 years old. He is 44 years old. You know, there's an age difference there as well, which nothing's wrong with that because my boyfriend's younger than me. But the balance is the gender roles. And I really hope women eventually, the women that want to have prosperity and happiness, this is the secret sauce. This is the secret recipe that we have long forgotten. And I really hope women are going to come back to this, the women that want to see successful marriages, because we're going to eventually have a massive turnaround and start the whole trend of loving ourselves, because you really can't get in tune with your feminine energy. You really can't have a traditional gender role unless you heal and have a consistent high energy with your feminine side, because it's hard if you don't believe in it. It's hard if you don't expect it. It's hard if you have low expectations for yourself. So I'm going to go and jump on my coaching call. Probably we can come back and talk about this some more, but I wish her well. And again, join the Laws of Enchantress. I have a 100% free host page so you can check out the program. I also have my Laws of Enchantress YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe to this and head over to that channel as well. And I also have Enchantress Coaching on Facebook so you can check out my reviews. Thank you, ladies. I'll be back again. And good luck, Wendy. You know, love and happiness to you. I don't wish any negativity with heartbreak. I wouldn't do it on my worst enemy. Getting your heartbreak is... Are you getting after a dark live? Let me go get my wine. Let me go get my wine so I can do Kanye After Dark. That's what I do on the group page. So, yes. Michaela, yes. And Deb, yes. I'll see you girls later. Let me go jump on my coaching call. Bye, girls.